Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest. Never let a manufacture stack like that. And if it getting toxic, tell the boy fall back. If it was back then, I'd be tripping off that. Took a little time just to get me on track. I went from snotty to snobby, got it like immune to everybody. This is Stunt 101. Up in the club, throwing this 50s like hate it, then love it. I just.
You like the top or you just like to lose? Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 packs for my boys. Deep be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose? Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose? Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose? Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose? Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain a game when the QB chain birthed most of chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow. But
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. a jet sweep to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
To throw on second down. Hampton firing quickly here, and that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Raiders.
Okay, break.
Straight ahead, Etienne. They find some open field here. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. 54 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Etienne once more. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Etienne up the middle. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Etienne. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Jonathan
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. And some room to run now. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, we'll start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
They'll try the air now with Herbert. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Raiders' 12-yard
They go back to the ground with Spiller, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
They're going option play on 3rd down. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
31-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now 1 in the first quarter. What do they do?
Great pass rushers usually have a go-to move, but the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter and still get to the quarterback. And you don't pile up that many sacks. What do you have, 4 in the game last week? Without having some go-to moves with counters.
So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. Now a hit and a loose football. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet, the little rubber pellet shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Chargers 3.
Pickup of 4. Here's second and 6.
Drop 50, drop 50.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6. And they'll go again with Etienne.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Throwing on first down. Hampton. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On first and 10, Hampton. Oh, looking for water, but this is intercepted. There he goes, left side. He's at the 40, the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score. Chargers 10, Raiders 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun, Hampton. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. That's taken on the 25. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember that
it's caught at the 10. So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. Still a completed pass.
Straight ahead, it's Spiller. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Isaiah Spiller, his first rushing touchdown on the year, and they are able to add on to their advantage. Lutz with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 112 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Another tote for Etienne. And he's got some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Travis Etienne, 47 yards. And the Raiders are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Raiders 14.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
3rd and
8. Here's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get into field goal range. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. 174 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to look deep down the field. And this throw will be intercepted. A solid stiff arm. And the Chargers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making, both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So we're at halftime here on Halloween as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. Slot man moves right. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He sets to fire deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A big play there for LA. 73 yards. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll run here with Spiller. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Again, it's Spiller. And this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And Brown's got it for a Charger touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you into bigger errors.
A handoff for Etienne. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 190 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Raider first down, 17 yards. That right there, good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Etienne. And he's got this down to the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they'll run here with Etienne. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and then he'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Hampton. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Etienne with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead will shrink to 6. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 59 yards rushing for him in the ballgame now on 14 carries. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Herbert's pass, complete to number 13. Brings up third down.
Let's go now.
They'll try and run for it with Spiller. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower. That front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll go right back to Spiller here on first down. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, they run it with Spiller. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. More from L.A. in a moment. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, it's Spiller. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Herbert going to keep it on the sneak. Probably helps your confidence level on those fourth down sneaks to have a quarterback as tall as he is.
Yeah, you're talking about being able to extend at the end to make sure the ball gets to the first down marker, but also he has to be able to drop his hips and get down behind that offensive line in order to move forward, because if he just runs it straight up and down, you and I both know that they'll snap him backwards. Well done there, well executed.
They run behind center with Spiller. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Cooper, the man in motion right. Right back to Spiller on second down. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And at this stage, in the 4th, they need to work this into the end zone. A field goal doesn't do much. We'll see if they can cash in following the fumble recovery. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. On second down, Etienne once more. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Etienne once more. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Ready?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off play action. Hampton. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. 50 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. Garibay on for the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Makes the score Raiders 28, Chargers 27.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over for 25. The Charger drive about to get going. But the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. And he will find his man on the outside. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. More from L.A. in a moment. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Now a handoff coming left to Spiller. And he'll do a nice job here just to find his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Play action. It's Herbert. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. An option handoff to Spiller. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Herbert. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Straight ahead, it's Spiller. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here we go.
Herbert, quick pass out wide. Touchdown! A 24-yard touchdown. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part one is done, but now on the sideline, you already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense set to get this drive started. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you've just watched your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Etienne up the middle. Now that's a gain of 6 on the first down run. On second down, Etienne once more. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Etienne. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. So this one's over. It's getting the count for the LA Chargers. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree. Matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays.